What would you do if on a chilly evening, a package arrived at your door, and as you opened it, you found a baby nestled inside, without a hint of who had left her? This is precisely what took place for Emma Richards. Now, more than 25 years later, the girl Emma adopted has blossomed into an empowered young woman with a mission to make a difference in the world. And together, they are crafting a journey filled with love and resilience from that unimaginable start. Prepare yourself to witness how this dynamic duo transformed serendipity into a remarkable legacy. Before we delve into this inspiring tale, share in the comments where you're tuning in from, and ensure you hit subscribe. That night was unusually quiet, with only the distant sounds of an occasional car passing by. Emma Richards, a seasoned woman of 52, settled into her comfortable home in Asheville, North Carolina, reflecting on her day spent assisting underserved families at the Community Outreach Program. Her empathetic heart felt the weight of the stories she had encountered, yet she sought solace in the stillness of her surroundings, believing she had earned a moment of peace. Out of nowhere, a sharp knock shattered the calm, causing her heart to race. Emma tilted her head, puzzled. It was rather late. Who could possibly be visiting at such an hour? For a brief moment, she struggled to gather the courage to turn the doorknob. There were no voices, no footsteps, just the whispering of the night air. With a deep breath, she opened the door, her eyes adjusting to the low illumination, and there, right before her, lay a small parcel, hastily swaddled in an old blanket. Emma's heart sank. The sight before her was surreal and breathtaking. A baby, fragile and serene, rested quietly at her feet. The rhythmic rise and fall of her chest was the only sign of life. Tiny fingers peeked through the fabric, and tufts of soft hair adorned her tiny head. In that instant, Emma's emotions surged. Lowering herself to the ground, she gently cradled the child in her arms, only to be taken aback by how light she felt, almost like a feather. Yet Emma sensed that this small being represented the weight of the world in that moment. The infant's eyes fluttered open, and their gaze met, igniting something profound within Emma's spirit. There was no note, no indication of the child's origins or the intentions behind her abandonment. Outside the door, the street remained quiet. As Emma stood there, the baby snug against her chest, she felt warmth envelop her heart. "What do I do now?" she breathed softly, her voice quaking with uncertainty. Instinctively, she thought to call for help, yet as each second passed, she hesitated, for the notion of this child becoming just another statistic in the system twisted her stomach in knots. Emma had seen it happen far too often. Looking down at the babe again, now sleeping peacefully in her arms, she felt an inexplicable trust emanating from such a fragile creature. "I can't let you go," Emma murmured softly. That night, she took the child inside, her mind racing with thoughts and emotions. She may not have been prepared for such a twist of fate. The life she envisioned had long been shelved due to personal struggles stemming from a medical condition that thwarted her own dreams of motherhood. However, this moment felt like destiny knocking on her door. The following day, Emma reached out to the local authorities. They appeared with questions, but to her dismay, they uncovered no leads concerning the baby's past. It was as if she had materialized from the cosmos. After weeks of consultations and paperwork wading through the fog of bureaucracy, Emma reached a life-altering resolution. She would adopt her. The path was grueling, punctuated with uncertainty, but each day cemented her belief that this little girl belonged with her. She gave her the name Lily. The initial years presented a whirlwind of challenges. Emma had no prior experience with children, and the transformation from solitude to sleepless nights and constant concern left her breathless. Yet, amid the chaos came immense joy, the echoes of laughter that filled their home, the sound of tiny footsteps trailing closely behind her, and the simple yet profound act of holding Lily close when tears streamed down her face. Friends and acquaintances questioned Emma's choice, expressing their apprehensions. "You're 52, they remarked. "Are you truly ready for this?" But deep down, Emma was certain. She felt prepared in a way that transcended their conception of readiness. Lily, with her bright, curious nature, never questioned why her complexion differed from her mother's. To her, Emma was simply Mom, and that, in her eyes, was more than sufficient. They continued their modest life in Asheville, where Emma dedicated her career to supporting families navigating difficult paths similar to her own. As the years flowed by, Lily blossomed into a thoughtful and caring young woman. Gifted with Emma's innate empathy, she chose to volunteer at various shelters to lend a hand to those in need. Emma observed her with pride, knowing they had crafted a life filled with purpose, built on love rather than mere lineage. On one particularly sunny afternoon, now at the age of 26, Lily spoke with Emma at their kitchen table, where they had shared countless meals and conversations over the years. Sunlight streamed through the window, casting a gentle glow across their cozy space. Emma, now in her 78th year, moved a bit more slowly than she once did, yet her spirit remained vivid and alive. "I've been thinking about something important," Lily announced, her tone hesitant yet unwavering. Concern sparked in Emma's heart as she looked up from her cup of tea, sensing the importance of the moment. "What is it, my child?" she inquired gently. Taking a deep breath, Lily met her mother's gaze. "I want to open a shelter for children who have been abandoned or lost, just like I once was. I want to create a safe haven for them, a space where they can experience love, just as you showed me." Emma felt emotion swell in her throat. She hadn't seen this coming. "A shelter?" she repeated, slowly absorbing the impact of Lily's words. Lily nodded, affirmation radiating from her. "A place for kids like me, Mom. I want us to work together on this. You could be a mother figure to more children, just as you were to me." Tears filled Emma's eyes as she recognized the depth of what Lily was offering. She had always longed for a larger family, but never could have imagined this path. I don't know what to say," Emma finally whispered, emotion trembling in her voice. "Just say yes," Lily urged, her smile radiating hope. "We can build this together." For a long moment, Emma sat in contemplation, her heart swollen with love. Throughout her life, she felt that Lily was a precious gift, a blessing that healed the most profound void within her. And now, years later, Lily was enabling Emma to embrace her own unfulfilled aspirations in unimaginable ways. Finally, with a tear rolling down her cheek, Emma clutched Lily's hands gently. "Yes," she replied softly. "Let's make this a reality." Thus, their shelter, named Hearts United, was established just outside of Asheville. The endeavor wasn't without its hurdles. They faced financial struggles, red tape, and the emotional weight of nurturing children with heartbreaking pasts. Yet Emma and Lily persevered through every obstacle. Emma felt invigorated by this new mission. Her body may have aged, but her heart grew fuller each day. Each child welcomed into their space became a valued member of their ever-growing family. Lily thrived as a guiding light, sharing her compassion and understanding, an embodiment of all that Emma had bestowed upon her. Together, they created something profound, something that would endure long after their time on Earth had ended. One evening, after tucking the children into bed, Emma and Lily sat on the porch, watching the sun sink into the horizon. A gentle breeze whispered through the trees, and the air was fragrant with wildflowers. "I never thought I'd experience this kind of joy," Emma confessed softly, gazing far away. "A family like this." Lily leaned against her mother's shoulder, offering comfort. "You always had a family, Mom. You had me." Emma placed a hand on top of Lily's head, feeling her heart swell with love. "And I'll always have you, my dear." As the sun disappeared below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the world, Emma embraced the moment, savoring the life she had cultivated. For so long, she'd searched for meaning, and now she recognized that it lay not only in the children they had assisted, but also in the daughter who had saved her as much as she had saved that tiny one on her doorstep so many years earlier. Emma and Lily's journey did not conclude there. It unfolded anew with each child who graced their shelter, woven through love, second chances, and the creation of a family extended beyond blood. As time flowed onward, Hearts United evolved from a small initiative into a celebrated refuge for children seeking solace. What began with a modest space burgeoned into a thriving community center due to the unwavering dedication from Emma and Lily, combined with the support of a compassionate community rallying behind their mission. As her 80th birthday approached, Emma's physical strength continued to wane, yet her heart remained aglow with the affection surrounding her. Every child arriving at Hearts United found in Emma a beacon of warmth and wisdom. Their home transformed from quiet solitude into a vibrant hub, resonating with laughter and chirpy conversations of children, echoing Emma's long-held dream. However, the path wasn't devoid of challenges. One particularly harsh winter, the shelter faced a significant downturn. Economic hardship led to dwindling funds, triggering panic. Lily poured her time and energy into seeking solutions, yet the mounting pressure weighed down on her. Emma recognized the burden resting on her daughter's shoulders and felt a pang of nostalgia. She had always seen herself as the pillar of strength, capable of withstanding any storm. But now Lily occupied that role. One evening, they sat together in the office, grappling with budget numbers. Lily exhaled deeply, fatigue draping her shoulders. "I don't know how we're going to pull through this," she confessed, her voice heavy with worry. Emma reached across the table, placing her hand on Lily's. "We will," she indicated, strong and certain. "We've faced difficulty before, and every time we've emerged stronger. This, too, shall become just another challenge we will face together." The fire of determination ignited within Lily. "You're right, Mom. We'll find a way." With renewed resolve, Lily each day reached out to her network, organizing fundraising events, speaking in community forums, and cultivating relationships with local businesses seeking to ally with their mission. Gradually, once again, the community began to support Hearts United. Just before a pivotal fundraising event, a familiar figure appeared at the door. A gentleman dressed in a tailored suit, his face wrinkled, yet warm. "Ms. Coleman?" he said, voice smooth and authoritative. "Yes, that's me," Lily responded, intrigued. "I'm Thomas Brown. I lived here years ago as a child," he recalled, a gleam of fondness in his eyes. Lily's heart raced. "Thomas Brown, you were one of the first kids we welcomed here. How wonderful to see you." He smiled genuinely, recalling the hope they had bestowed upon him. "Your shelter made all the difference in my life. You provided me the chance I desperately needed." The lump in Lily's throat returned, overwhelmed by the weight of his words. "That's what we strive for. I'm grateful it touched you profoundly. I've heard about your current struggles," he continued, pulling an envelope from his pocket. "I wanted you to have this." As she opened the envelope, a shock coursed through her. A check for $30,000 lay within. Astonishment washed over her. "Thank you, Thomas," she managed, emotion choking her voice. "This will help immensely." He nodded, warmly embracing her. "You did far more for me than words can express while I was here. Consider this a small token of appreciation." As he departed, Lily felt an uplifted spirit. The shelter had shown countless children life's possibilities, and now one of them reciprocated that love. In the years that followed, Hearts United flourished, strengthened by the love and commitment of Emma and Lily, bolstered by community backing. The children passing through the doors became more than just attendees. They formed a family unit. For Emma, now well into her 80s, her role as the heart of this expanding household continued to thrive. Children adoringly flocked to her for tales and comfort, cherishing the wisdom she shared. One evening, bestowing love and grace, Emma sat outside with Lily, navigating their journey through joy and adversity. As twilight fell, a sense of reflection enveloped them both. "We've weathered so many storms together, haven't we?" Emma noted, her voice laced with nostalgia. "Indeed, we've crafted something truly beautiful from it," Lily affirmed, glancing around at their vibrant home. "You exceeded everything I ever dreamed of, my beautiful daughter," Emma praised. A wave of affection erupted in Lily's chest. "None of it would have been possible without you, Mom. You lit the path for all of us here." The sky began to dim, and they remained hand in hand, enveloped by love. As shadows lengthened, Emma savored the profound realization that she unwrapped across her lifetime. A relentless pursuit for family, leading to an abundance she never anticipated. Eventually, as the years passed, Emma's body grew frail, yet her vibrant spirit continued to shine through. One serene evening, as the sun dipped beyond the horizon, Emma whispered, "I'm weary, Lily. I believe it's time." With heavy hearts, they exchanged silent glances, an exchange rich in unspoken love. "I know, Mom," Lily replied, attempting to mask the weight of sorrow. "I'm ready," Emma added with conviction. "Once more, I was blessed with love, a good life." The two held one another, and as a soft breeze swept across them, Emma's eyes closed for what would be the final time. Following Emma's passing, Lily confronted a whirlwind of emotions. Life at Hearts United continued, but Lily felt the hollowness of her absence. Emma had been her unwavering support, the guiding star in a sometimes tumultuous world. At the memorial service, friends and former residents gathered, sharing laughter, sorrow, and gratitude for Emma's unwavering light. As Lily navigated her responsibilities amidst grief, she never truly found solace. One fateful evening, a timid knock interrupted her thoughts, revealing a young woman with an envelope in hand. "Miss Coleman?" she inquired, eyes revealing a past entwined with Emma's. "Indeed, I'm Lily," she said, peering curiously at the letter the woman offered. "My mother was one of the children who grew up here," the young woman explained, her voice trembling slightly. As Lily opened the letter, her heart tightened when reading those familiar words: appreciation and acknowledgement of Emma's impact on lives. "Dear Lily," the note began, "I owe everything to your mother. Because of her, I've crafted a life full of love and happiness, and I will forever cherish her memory." Lily absorbed the words, her heart brimming with love for her mother's enduring legacy. Though Emma was gone, her spirit remained intrinsic to every child at Hearts United.